Our top story check today takes us to Puerto Rico, where to help reduce the number of illegal drugs coming into Puerto Rico, Governor Pedro Pierluisi has asked President Joe Biden for more federal government resources, adding that the island's geographic location exposes it as an entry point for illegal drugs, saying, and quote, the number of federal agent and the injuries suffered by 2 other agents last week shows how extremely violent these criminal organizations are, whose members do not respect the forces of law and order, American citizens living in Puerto Rico and those who live in the rest of our nation. For this reason, I request greater direct assistance from the federal government, including more resources so that our federal agents who dedicate their lives to the safety of our people can more effectively combat everything related to drug trafficking and the violence it causes, end quote. Well, meantime, Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness has warned that if there is heightened threat to public safety, the government may again place areas under states of emergency. The state of emergency is now in effect in 7 parishes and police divisions across the island, and they will expire at midnight on Tuesday, November 29th. Those state of emergencies were imposed by the government on November 15th for 14 days, but was on Friday disappointed when it did not get the opposition support in the Senate for a continuation of these state of emergency measures. Holness said the state of emergencies have been effective with proven results in enhancing public safety and security. He said in areas where the enhanced security measures have been declared, there have been reductions in murders.
It is certainly being contemplated by the government to declare a new state of public emergency. It is well within our constitution so to do, to make a declaration under new circumstances and with new advice. We are watching the situation very carefully to see whether or not there are any adverse changes as a result of the SOE coming to an end. What we can say, and what I've heard from all members of the force, and what I've heard from members of the community, is that the SOEs work. They have saved lives. In this entire area, police division, we have only had 2 murders in the 2 weeks of the SOEs. This coming from sometimes in excess of 30 murders.
And those 2 were out of the...
And that was the Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness speaking there. All right, well, switching to some health news today. Some cognitive decline can happen as we age, right? But now a new study shows that some seniors with sharp minds after the age of 80 have some traits in common. Mandy Gaither has more on this data and also what researchers say we should learn from it.
They're called super-agers by researchers at Northwestern University. Seniors in their study who are over 80, but with a memory that's as good or better than average people in their 50s and 60s.
So really less than 10% of people who think that they have outstanding memory performance end up meeting criteria. So we really think of this as a relatively rare group.
The researchers have been studying older adults with superior memories for 14 years, comparing super-agers with average agers. They say both groups have similar IQs, but the super-agers studied have these traits in common. They tend to be positive and active, challenge themselves daily, continue to work into their 80s, and are social butterflies who often volunteer.
Super-agers tend to endorse stronger relationships with others, so they like to stay connected. So they're trying to avoid that social isolation and loneliness.
Researchers believe social connectedness may be linked to super-agers' brain health. The data also points to a genetic link. A super-ager's brain, usually donated after death, was shown to have bigger, healthier cells in the area known to be first hit when a person has Alzheimer's disease.
So we don't have any choice over the parents and the genetics that we have, but we do have a lot of other choice in our biologic aging.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, researchers also found that the brains of super-agers had more of a rare corkscrew-like cell that are thought to allow rapid communication across the brain. Well, switching gears now, Qatar's World Cup chief says between 400 to 500 migrant workers have died as a result of work done on projects connected to the World Cup. He told this to Morgan Pierre on Monday. In the interview, Morgan Pierre questioned if the health and safety standards were good enough at the beginning of the project. The chief responded by saying the need for labor reform dictates that improvements have to happen. The Guardian reported last year that over 6,000 South Asian migrant workers have died in Qatar since the country was awarded the World Cup in 2010, most of whom were involved in low-wage, dangerous labor, often undertaken in extreme heat. However, the man in charge of leading Qatar's precautions disputed that figure. Well, switching gears now, a Pennsylvania women's basketball team got the experience of a lifetime. The Gannon University squad made their way to Puerto Rico recently. Our One Caribbean News' Bob Mazulich caught up with the team to hear the reaction, to this amazing journey.
Despacito. This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
This is amazing. I mean, just to see everything and experience it with my best friends is something that I couldn't even imagine 3 months. So I'm just really thankful for this opportunity.
Hey, let's go together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Let's go.
It has just been amazing. I mean, we all share a love for basketball, but to be able to come to Puerto Rico and play and be together is just an incredible experience.
This has been unbelievable. I mean, just coming here, playing basketball, and having the opportunity to just travel the city and see everything and see how the locals are. I mean, everyone's been so welcoming. It's been unbelievable to be here.
You know, they fundraised for it. They worked for it. In our team, for them to have these lifelong memories, it's great team bonding. It's things that, you know, you hope they'll be talking about over the years, you know, as they become alumni and when they're with families, say, you remember that time we went to Puerto Rico, we did this, we did that. And I just think that, you know, brings them closer together. To bring them closer together now, to bring them closer together later.
And you need to go out and play by their rules and understand who you are in Wonderland. All right? Well, let's go. 20 minutes. Let's go.
It's definitely like a once-in-a-lifetime experience because you can like go on trips and stuff, but you're not going to be with like 15 of your closest friends. So it's definitely just once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It was amazing. The best food I've ever had, hands down. Everyone needs to go there.
Love it. This is a chance, a time to be away from competition and just get a chance to enjoy each other, get to know each other better. That just makes us play better together when we are on the floor. And, you know, it's not just about it. The games are really, really important, but it's also a chance to teach life skills, be around each other, just enjoy each other. And so we love it. I love being around them. Love having the chance to just get to know them as people.
It's so much fun. I mean, we've all talked about how much fun it was in high school traveling and playing AAU and playing in different cities and different teams. So having the opportunity to come down here to Puerto Rico was unbelievable, and we couldn't have asked for a better time.
It has just been amazing. I mean, we all share a love for basketball, but to be able to come to Puerto Rico and play and be together is just an incredible experience.
Also, thank you for all the support.